Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 797, and this movie is Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a 2023 film that is directed by Neil Blomkamp, which is spelled Blomkamp, who also directed films like District 9, Elysium, and Chappie. So this is from Sony Pictures, Columbia Pictures, and PlayStation Productions. Yes, this is the second PlayStation Productions movie after Uncharted. I saw this movie on August 31st, 2023 at Regal Cinemas 16 in Deerfield Towne Center in Mason, Ohio. So this is based on the incredible true story of a team of unlikely underdogs. A working class gamer, a former race car driver, and an idealistic motorsport executive who risked it all to take on the most elite sport in the world, car racing. So this is based on actual true events, but it was also based on the racing simulation video game series of the same name by PlayStation. So this tells the story of John Moldenborough, who is a teenager who likes to play Gran Turismo a lot. And so in the film, John Moldenborough just dreams of making it in the big leagues and wants to become a professional race car driver. But he's only have experience with playing the game at home. He's never actually been in an actual race. But that soon becomes a reality when Danny Moore who is a marketing executive in Nissan, decides to hold a challenge to take some of the world's best Gran Turismo players and compete in an attempt to race in the big leagues against some of the most racing professionals in a race. And he hires Jack Soto, who is a former professional race car driver who is a turned mechanic. And he's like, okay, this is seriously a bad idea. You're going to turn these kids into pieces. But he reluctantly agrees to train these Gran Turismo players, including John Moldenborough. And after the end of the simulation, or or training, I meant to say, John Moldenborough is the only one that passed. So he gets roped into Nissan and is in the big leagues. But John realizes that life playing on video games is definitely different than racing in a professional race, as he has to face with the other drivers that will hate him, but also he has to overcome challenges so that he can prove the world that he's not just another gamer at home, that he has what it takes. And so the movie focuses on these three individuals, John Moldenberger, Jack Salter, and Danny Moore, as they convince the world that anything is possible. I really like this movie, and like I said, it's based on true events, so that's always nice. So Archie Manadkree plays John Moldenberger in the movie, and I heard that John Moldenberger is actually a stunt double in the movie. Really nice. David Harbour plays Jack Salter in the film. Orlando Bloom portrays Danny Moore in the film. And we see other actors and actresses like Darren Barnett, Jerry Howell, and the Jamon Hanso, who plays John's father, Steve Moldenborough, who is a former football player that is a turned minor and is wanting his son to succeed but doesn't believe that his son should go into race car driving. But that eventually changes throughout the film. And like I said, I think it's a pretty good story about how a player from home can achieve the impossible. And the impossible soon becomes reality when John gets invited to compete in one of the world's most competitive races out of all. But yeah, This was a pretty good movie. It'll be interesting to see what PlayStation Productions does next on this movie. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. So that's my movie review of Gran Turismo. Please stay tuned for my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.